Open quote, justice will not be served, and to those who are unaffected are as outraged as those who are, close quote. Quote by Benjamin Franklin. Note, the events in this book are fiction. The mention of any persons living or dead, as well as places that exist, are purely coincidental. The novel will contain trigger events such as SA, human trafficking, and child abuse for those who've experienced similar tragedies to the characters in this book. Introduction. Somewhere in one of the public alleyways of Boston, there was a Caucasian man in a black suit, wearing expensive jewelry, running as fast as he could. As he was running, he screamed at the sound of flaming trash cans hitting the ground. He threw his jewelry onto the ground as he ran. He tried shooting at whoever or whatever was chasing him with his gun, but it magically jumped out of his hands. No matter how loud he screamed, no one came to his aid. He ran until he broke into an apartment complex. The man ran all the way upstairs to the top floor. The sounds of laughing from women echoed as the man yelped for his life when he climbed onto the roof. "Come on, you're going to die." "Just accept it, you coward. Your death is here," said one of the women. The man began to shed tears as he pulled out a pocket knife. "Look, you better show your faces. Come anywhere near me, I will stab the hell out of you," said the man as he waved his knife around in the air, hoping to hit someone. Unfortunately for the unknown man, his arm moved on its own and pointed the knife at his throat. The man screamed as the knife closed in, but the edge of the blade stopped right onto his neck. At the same time, two women magically appeared. They were both wearing black cloaks and matching masks with purple neon lights on their eyes and lips. "Just like we said you are going to die," said one of the masked women. "Look, why do I deserve to die? I have done nothing wrong," said the unknown man. The moment the man had said what he had said, his other hand began to burn. The man screamed as his hand was burned by the flames. "Really? You've done nothing wrong, Bradley Smith?" said the other masked woman. "Again, I've done nothing wrong. I have nothing to confess," said Bradley as he cried and screamed. "Then you are going to die with nothing but regrets," said one of the masked women as a knife pierced Bradley's throat, causing him to bleed out. Bradley then fell off the roof of the complex, landing face down on the ground. "Great job, Psych," said one of the masked women. "Thank you, Amber," said the other masked woman. And with that, the duo fled the scene, laughing at the echoing screams at the sight of Bradley's corpse. Chapter 1, Warning. Keenan found himself awake in bed, with his legs being constructed by Alicia's snaketail. He then got out of Alicia's grip, walked out of bed, and headed for the kitchen. A few minutes later, Alicia joined Keenan at the table. "Keenan, are you all right?" said Alicia. "I'm not sure," said Keenan. Alicia held on to Keenan's hand and said, "You can tell me what's wrong. I'm here for you like you're here for me." "I had a nightmare," said Keenan. What happened in it?" said Alicia. "I saw a man got murdered before my eyes. I begged repeatedly for the killers to stop, but they couldn't hear me. They just did what they wanted, ran away, and laughed after that," said Keenan. "Baby, you've been having these nightmares for months. Maybe you should do something about these dreams," said Alicia. "I don't know what, though. I've been to therapists, counselors, and even tried prescriptions, and none of them seems to work for me," said Keenan. "You keep trying, never give up," said Alicia. "Wait, I have another idea. I should talk to your mother. She might know," said Keenan. "Okay, you go do that. Remember to never give up, baby," said Alicia. "I won't," said Keenan as he kissed his wife. The very next day, Keenan went back to Caviezel's mansion. Keenan's in-laws welcomed him with open arms. "Keenan," said Caviezel in Astaroth as they both embraced Keenan.